Hi guys, welcome to the video where I am going to be explaining a little bit about the IELTS exam and give you some tips so you can do better. Okay, so the first part is the listening one. And this part is dividing 40 questions into 4 listening sections. These questions go from the easiest ones to the harder ones. And you are given approximately 40 minutes. 30 minutes are for you to actually filling all the answers, and the other 10 are only for you to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. A tip for you to absolutely ace this section is for you to read the questions before you answer them or do the exercise or do any listening. Yeah, let's head on to the reading part. Okay, in this part, you're also given 40 questions. The only difference is here they are divided in 3 sections. And you are given more time, which is 60 minutes, in which you should take around 20 minutes in each section. So for this part, it is essential for you to know how to differentiate yes, no, or not giving questions from true, false, or not giving, etc., etc. Also, a key or a tip is just as in the section before, just to read the questions before. So as you are going into the exercise or into the reading, you already know what you're looking for, and to actively look for the questions in the text. So let's head out to the writing part. So for the writing part, you are given 2 tasks. Task 1 is a 150-word essay derived from a chart, and it takes about 20 minutes to complete this task. While task 2 can be different, and it can be an opinion, discussion, problem, advantages or disadvantages, or a double question essay. So yeah, as mentioned before, task 1 can be a bar chart, a line graph, or a pie chart, etc. And task 2 can be an opinion, discussion, problem, advantage or disadvantages, or double question essay. Okay, in task 1, the first rule is to never give your opinion. Don't use I think or I believe. Like, it is not about you, it's about the numbers in the graphics. So we were taught that this text is divided into 4 parts, which is introduction, overview, and you have to write about the main feature 1 and include the main facts and numbers, and then in another paragraph write about main feature 2 and include their numbers and their graphs and that. And for task 2, you have to identify the type of essay. That's the very first step. Then the introduction is to paraphrase a task question and give 2 supporting reasons as to why you believe so. Then you have to do the body 1, which is topic sentence, explanation and example, and do that too for the body 2. And for the conclusion, you have to paraphrase the introduction again and do not give your opinion and just summarize the main ideas. Okay, so now on to my favorite part, which is speaking. You have 3 speaking parts that add up to 40 minutes in total. And for this, you have to make sure that you answer all the aspects that they're asking for in the question clearly. And make sure you outdo in the answers with your absolute best vocabulary. Just really think of what you're trying to say specifically and just find the words in the moment. Don't repeat words, or don't be like saying like me and just try to variate in your vocabulary when speaking. Okay, so the parts are part 1, part 2, and part 3. Part 1 is basically just speaking about your family. They're gonna ask you general questions about yourself and them. Then in part 2, they have a list of topics that they can choose from to tell you or to ask you. And this can be very random, like literally anything from trees to places to music, etc. And in part 3, you're just going to have a longer discussion about the topic that you were introduced to in part 2. Now for the last part, you have my tips and recommendations. So tips is just be on the exam. Like, it's not that hard. You already know the knowledge. Like, you have been taking classes, so don't depend on your phone. And if you like need time, just like take a watch or a chronometer, just so like you can take time about that. And again, since like time is very, very important in this exam, just arrive there early, be soon, so that you can prepare yourself, like to not be so nervous as to when the exam starts, and to do whatever you need to do before it begins. Now to the next one, take what you need, like be prepared to take the exam. Don't like leave everything to the last day, or just to take one pencil, one eraser, because you can lose it in your way to go to the exam or whatever. So just take as many as you need. And lastly, eat. Feed yourself before the exam. This is a really, really long exam, so you don't want to be hungry in the middle of it, since there are absolutely no breaks. You can actually take a bottle of water, but this one has to be clear, which, I mean, it doesn't matter because it's not like you're gonna cheat. But you can take water, just eat before that.